Good evening. My name is Kelly Ntebe and welcome to the Night Chat Show. This is where we sit down and talk about stuff that matter most, and talk about stuff that help us become the better people and help us achieve the goals and things that we want to see ourselves do. Yesterday we had an interesting topic talking about self-discovery. I hope you listened to what we were talking about, the 5 steps that we unfolded last night. So tonight, I just felt like talking about something that makes us or will help us to realize that even though we are part of a big population in the world, but we were all born to stand out. Born to stand out. This is something that one person needs to discover in themselves and identify themselves with what makes them stand out from the rest. If you believe that you were born to stand out, you will indeed live a life of a person that stands out. A lot of things that we do in numbers. We live in a world of a system that has formed us, that has channeled us to actually live in a society whereby we think everything happens in batches. The types of houses our system has built for us, our RDP houses, those are batch houses because they all kind of look alike, So everything kills the mentality or the belief in one's person, and silently so, that you are different. Nothing can be customized for you. Nothing can be made to fit you as an individual. Nothing can be made to make sure that it doesn't look the same as the other. We more or less dress the same shoes. We more or less dress the same suits. We more or less stay in the same houses and the same size of houses like our neighbors. And that on its own creates a perception in us that says we are equal. But I'm here to tell you today that there's no such thing as equal. There's no such thing as, yes. I now sound as if I'm saying there's no way, there's no such thing as being equal as the next person. Of which that's reality. It's just that the other people decided to do it differently or do it in a wrong way than the way it should be done. What makes us different is the effort that we put in as individuals. Look, you can't expect me to be the same size or to run at the same pace with you while I wake up every morning and train myself and exercise to become the best in running, and where else you only wake up on the day of running. That on its own, the effort that we invest in everything that we do decides how far can we stand out from the rest. You are born to stand out, but you can only live up to that the minute you do things that will help you stand out. You cannot expect yourself to be an A performer or an A+ student if you study like everyone else. You're more likely to get the same results. Back in high school when I studied, I had people that will say, I expect us to get the same because we don't study, But the amazing thing that made some of us to look different or to stand out in that case was because of the effort that we would put in our secret places. So what am I saying, kid? What are you saying to us today? I'm saying to you today, yes, you were born to stand out, and you were born to be different from the rest. You were born to bring out a different flavor and share it with the world. But you can never discover that if you're doing things the same way everyone is doing it. I was in high school and I went to varsity. I got married, I have children, I bought a house and I've got a car, my wife has got a car. To me, that's more standard. You didn't even put a specific effort to get something that makes you stand out from this world or from your colleagues, or from your neighbors, or from your family members. So what I'm saying today is that the only way you'll be able to see how far you will set yourself to stand out, it's the effort that you invest in everything and anything that you do in life. Born to stand out. Yes, you were born to stand out, but are you doing things that make you stand out from the rest? Born to stand out. Do you go out to a point whereby you will find things that make you different from the rest? I sat with one coach, I think it was about 5 years ago, one of the graduates at that time where I'm working, and I said to him, look, I want to be different. I want to sound different. And you know what he said to me? Find something that no one in your team is doing and grow from that. So I'm telling you today, talk. Me, I'm different from the rest. Me, I'm going to make it big. Me, I'm not going to be like my family. Me, I'm not going to be like my friends. Me, I'm not going to be like my schoolmates. But the question I'm going to ask you is, what are you doing that makes you different from the rest? What is it that you are investing your time in that makes you different from the rest? Born to stand out. Are you really born to stand out? Are your efforts reflecting a standing out type of person? Are your efforts reflecting your uniqueness from the rest? Born to stand out. Are you really born to stand out? What can you list for us? The things that you've set out for yourself to say, I as Kelly Ntebe, I'm going to embark on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, when we finished school, we were given, there was a time where we'll go out and look for jobs. So I would usually hear people say, a certain retail shop is hiring people. I'm not going to mention names, they're not paying me for that, but a certain retail shop is hiring people. And you will hear people prepare CVs, and everyone will flock there, will go there. But one day I woke up in the morning, and my mom said to me, a certain shop I heard is hiring. Don't you want to take your CV and go there? Then I said, okay, I'll go. I went there, got to the retail shop. I felt discouraged when I got to the gate, to the door. And I said, so if everyone is coming here, there's probably no space for me. But anyway, why am I following everyone when they are going their own direction? Then I thought of a shop, a retail shop, that I would like to see myself working. Then I turned my back and went to that shop, and I got hired. So, what am I saying to you? Like I mentioned yesterday, there's that inner person in you that helps you decide, that speaks to you. And even that inner person, if you always speak to him and get to understand him better, he will help you make good decisions about your life. He'll give you things that we call instincts, an instinct, something that comes and refers to the inner you, and that helps you direct yourself to where you're supposed to be. What am I saying? I'm actually saying to you, what you want to be, what you want to achieve is in you. It's not far from you. You don't have to go to the next person or ask the next person, what is it that you are called to be, or what is it that you're meant to be? It is inside you. And we have inside you the enough resources to do that which you need to do. I only had to make one decision. Listen to myself. Kelly, do you want to work for this retail? No. Kelly, which retail would you like to work for? Oh, a shop of this nature. Go there and leave your CV. And I got hired. So, if you want to be different from the rest, your efforts should reflect an attitude of a person that says, I want to be different from the rest. Born to stand out. I want you to take time now. Come closer. I want you to take time now. I want you to think about the type of friends that you have, the type of people you spend time with. I want you to look at your family. I want you to look at your colleagues, your classmates. If you look at them very closely. If you see resemblance in the efforts that you're putting in and the type of efforts that you're putting in, forget it. You'll never live up to being a person that says, I was born to stand out. If you're doing exactly, if you speak the same way they speak, forget it. You'll never, ever be able to mark yourself as a person that stands out. But if you go back to them and understand and see the resemblance, and you now start trying to find not necessarily something different, but find something that defines you, and start doing things according to how you would prefer them to see them happen, or how you would like them to be. In no time, you'll start seeing results. Shy away from wanting to be like someone else.